We borrow $10,000 and we repay it with $3,000 payments at the end of each year. Create a loan repayment schedule. Use 5% annually compounded interest. First thing we notice is that our payments per year are the same as our compounds per year. Because of that, we don't need an I-2. Okay, so these are both annual. So our interest, I, is our 0.05 divided by annually, so 0.05. Now our previous balance at time 0 is $10,000. So we make a payment here, $3,000. Some of that goes to pay off interest. So the interest portion is equal to the balance, in this case, $10,000 times our I. So our interest portion is $500. So we put $500 in as our interest portion. Our principal portion is equal to the payment minus the interest portion. So in this case, that's $3,000 minus $500. So that's $2,500 goes to pay off principal. And that makes sense. We're paying $3,000 worth of payment. 500 goes to pay off the interest. The rest has to go pay off the principal. And so the new balance is going to be old balance minus the principal. So in this case, $10,000 minus $2,500. So $7,500. Okay, that leads us to making another $3,000 payment at the end of year 2. So for year 2, the interest portion is going to be that $7,500 times I so that's $375. We can add that to our table. Our principal portion is going to be that payment minus that $375 that we already used to pay for interest. So that's $2,625. And that leaves our new balance. Old balance minus the principal portion to be $7,500 minus $2,625. That's $4,875. And then we just carry this on. We make another $3,000 payment. Some of that goes to interest, $243.75 goes to pay off interest. The rest goes to pay off principal. So that's $27.56.25. And we can take that off of the old balance. So we subtract that from the $48.75, we're left with $21.18.75. Now, when we get to the last line, so when we make another payment, we're not going to pay $3,000 because that's going to be an overpayment. So when we get to the last payment, we sort of do it backwards. So the final balance is 0 because we're going to pay off the entire loan. Now we're going to have to pay off some principal. How much principal do we pay off? Well, we pay off all of it, 2118.75. We're going to need to pay off some interest on that. Well, take your principal and multiply it by the interest rate. That's $105.94. And so our payment amount is going to be, final payment is going to be the final balance, or the balance of the second last step, so the principal, plus the amount of interest that we've accumulated. So in this case, 2118.75 plus 105.94. That gives us a total of 22.24 and 69 cents. And so that's a full loan repayment schedule for a $10,000 loan being repaid with payments of up to $3,000 each year.